So right here we have probably one of the most expensive additions or pieces of hardware that we've ever reviewed on this channel. It's what I believe, yeah, it's the Acer Nitro 5 laptop, and it's the RTX 4060 variant. Now I believe this has like an Intel i9 12th generation CPU, an RTX 4060, not 4090. And yeah, all the other specs, I think like 32 gigabytes of RAM, but all of the specs in great detail should be shown on the screen right now. And yeah, well, today we're just gonna be reviewing this laptop overall, you know, just how it works, how it looks, you know, and just in general. Now, if you guys think that I suddenly managed to, you know, buy a laptop like this for just one video, then I'm sorry, but I'm clearly not on that level yet where I can actually, you know, where I can buy laptops and hardware like this for like just one video. So a big shout out to one of my IRL friends who actually, you know, allowed me to use his Acer 5 Nitro for this video. So yeah, but anyhow, without further ado, let's get started. So this laptop, at first, you know, it looks quite nice, I must say. The design is a lot more rigid than I would like. I would prefer a lot more of a slicker and simpler design, you know, a little bit more of like a cleaner design. This is like a bit too rigid in my opinion, especially in the back. If we go over here, like, you know, if we go all the way back over here, it is quite rigid. But besides that, to be honest, this laptop looks alright, you know, it looks quite alright. It doesn't look anything, you know, insane, but, you know, it also doesn't look that bad. Now if we open this laptop up, we open it up right here, this is how it looks on the inside. As you can see right here, it looks pretty good. I really like that the WASD keys and then like the arrow keys and, you know, the keys that you like usually use to play games are like, you know, like nicely symbolized with like this like white outlining to them, which is really nice. And then the RGB on this, I think it activates if you click. Oh yeah, it's alright. It's some pretty standard RGB, you know, nothing to you know, write home about, but certainly nothing to scoff at either. Now I won't be reviewing these two because I won't be reviewing the peripherals because they're not a part of this laptop and they're of course not necessary. So that's what I'll only be talking about and mostly talking about and mostly reviewing the laptop itself. So yeah, but if you are wondering, this is like one of those Asus ROG keyboards. And then this is one of those Logitech Pro super lightweight mouses. The exact names should be on the screen right now, so you know, so you guys can know. But anyhow, yeah, without further ado, let's get inside of the operating system of this, which is Windows 11, the latest version. And yeah, let's do some things with this laptop. You know, let's do some things that this laptop was made for. And so here we are inside of this laptop. Now my first impressions are that this laptop has a very nice looking screen. I mean, I don't know if you guys can tell from the recording itself, but this laptop has a very smooth screen. As you can see over here, it already says it has a very high quality 165 hertz free millisecond latency time screen, which of course feels extremely smooth and very nice. So that is very good indeed. Now the background is custom. My friend uses a wallpaper engine from Steam, so yeah. But the very first thing that I want to do is open up Task Manager so that you guys can get a better look at the specs here. So if I just go over here and if I go into performance, and we can now get a better look at the specs of this laptop. So if we go under CPU, as you can see, it is a Intel Core i9-12900H which is a very good processor in my opinion, among the best and one of my favorites. Because when my friend was telling me about the specs of his laptop, he first told me that he has an i9 14th generation, and I told him, that's quite an unstable processor and you could have chosen a better one. But then when I saw that it's actually an i9 12th generation H processor, I was like, wow, this is way better of a CPU than I expected. If we go into the memory, which is the RAM, we've got 32 gigs. So we've got 32 gigs of what seems to be DDR. No, it's so dim, but it doesn't really say what kind of RAM this is, if it's what kind of DDR this is. But if I do find what kind of DDR it is, then it should have been already shown on like the spec sheet at the beginning of the video. But yeah, 32 gigabytes I feel like is more than enough for most games that you're gonna be running. Then you've got disk 0, which is the only disk I think in this entire PC, and it's the Samsung MZ VL2 NVMe SSD. I think, yeah, it's a 1 terabyte SSD, which is very good, and in my opinion it is I mean, a lot of people will say that it's not enough, but like for most games, I think it should be alright depending on what kind of games you play. And then you got the first GPU, which are the integrated Intel graphics, which is the Iris, which is the Intel Iris Xe graphics. Now, since this is a H processor, that means that it does have integrated graphics. So yeah. And then the dedicated graphics, which is probably the star of today's video, besides the processor itself, is the RTX 4060, what seems to be the 8 gigabyte edition. So yeah, what seems to be the 8 gigabyte edition. So yeah, I think it's the 8 gigabyte edition as far as I can tell. So yeah, but yeah, now that we've looked at the specs, now let's test this laptop out and see how this how this laptop performs. So I mean, of course, for simple tasks like browsing, like internet browsing and whatnot, this is gonna work wonders. I mean, it should be very clear. But we're also gonna be testing this out in different kinds of games. So if we open up this games folder right here, I don't really know what kind of games my friend has here, but we'll just see, and like I'll just play the most intensive games that I can find on this list. But yeah, the one that caught my eyes instantly is BeamNG.drive. So yeah, why not let's play some BeamNG.drive on this laptop. And here we are inside of Civitavecchia. Now of course this is running very smoothly, because I mean it is on the lowest settings possible, so it's not really gonna it's not really gonna hurt this laptop or anything. Okay. And here we are off. So I don't know if you guys can hear this, like from just the record. Oh my, yeah, I'm gonna crash. I'm recording with like one hand and then playing with my other one, and so it's quite hard. But like I don't know if you guys can hear this. I'll stop talking for a second. So I don't know if you guys can hear it necessarily because of like the recording, but the audio on this laptop is quite good. It is quite good. Typically, what brands tend to do is they tend to cheap out on the audio to like compensate for like more powerful parts and whatnot. But no, the audio is actually quite good on this laptop. Like it is genuinely quite clear and quite good. Now I don't really have any MSI Afterburner or anything similar, so I am very sorry about that. I also forgot to enable the FPS counter, so I even forgot to enable that, which I typically have. But I mean, I hope that you guys will be able to get at least somewhat of a feel as to how this laptop runs these games. I mean, you can already, I at least hope you can already feel from the recording that this laptop is already taking these games like an absolute champ, and the refresh rate also helping it a lot in like, you know, making the games feel like a lot more like smoother in general. So that's also a very big bonus. Now I haven't really tested out the microphone, and I don't really intend to test that out. In this video, but I presume it's good. I don't really know. I can't really say anything without testing it, but yeah. Let's respawn, and yeah, that was BeamNG.drive. I mean, yeah, BeamNG.drive. You know, it is absolutely no issue for this laptop, even on ultra settings. And if you're wondering about fan noise, then yeah, I mean, I can barely hear the fan spinning on this laptop. So yeah, the fans aren't like they are like noise, like fan noise and similar stuff like isn't an issue at all. I can barely hear it. So yeah. But anyhow, now let's move on to the next game. Let's go end night. Okay. Forest. Nice. Which one should we go? Yeah, single player. We can't even go multi. Can we? Oh, there we go. New game, I guess. I guess normal, because so I can get the authentic experience. I don't know. So let's see. Oh, here we are. Yep, I remember this opening action. Oh my goodness, this is. I don't know if you guys can tell from the, oh, there was a stutter right there. I don't know if you can tell from the recording, but this is insanely smooth. Like, this is genuinely insanely smooth. Holy moly. Wait. Like, this is really smooth. Like, oh my goodness. I think these are like the high settings that you can have in the game, as far as I know. Because it said high setting, that was the high setting I could choose, so it's probably the maximum setting. Wow. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, it looks like we're crashing now. Wait, can we, is there any way to, oh, press space to skip, okay. And there we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. Oh, this is so smooth. This is so smooth. Holy moly. I am absolutely amazed. This is absolutely smooth. Now, I've never played this game, so I don't even know, like, can we chop down trees? Is this Minecraft? Tell me this is Minecraft. Oh, wait. Come on, swing. Oh, we can actually, wait. Oh, we're doing it, guys, come on. Oh, let's go. Wait, so we just spam or what? Oh yeah, we just spam, okay. Okay, there we go. Oh my days. You have to swing like this or what? Oh. Okay, wait. I'm sorry guys, I've never played this game, so I have no idea how you play this, but I think you just swing, yeah, okay. It's almost down, the tree is almost down, come on. Oh. And. Oh, come on. Oh, and there we go. The tree has fallen. Hopefully it doesn't fall on us. Nope, it won't. It's falling down on the other side, which is good. And now what, can we like pick the items up like in Minecraft? Oh, E, okay. Also, there's no inventory system. Wait, so I have to, oh my, okay. This is my first time playing this game, so I have no idea, like, wait, so it's G to drop the items and then E to pick them up, okay. So can I like now chop this wood down into smaller pieces or what? No, it doesn't look like it, but yeah, anyhow, yeah, this game runs absolutely smoothly on this laptop. Like, it's just, like, is this even a question at this point, you know? It's like water is, it's like a water is blue question, you know? Like, this game runs absolutely flawless on this laptop. Like, this is insane. So yeah, we're moving on to the next game for sure. Okay, so now we're at Need for Speed Heat. Now we are directly inside of the game because I first wanted to test out if the controls were randomized or, you know, messed up like in the previous Need for Speed game, but thankfully they aren't, so now we can try them out. Now, one thing which... wait a second. How do I even access the settings here? Do I have to like... okay, I don't think I can access the settings, but I think this is on high. I mean, it pretty much looks like it's on high to ultra settings, so yeah, this definitely looks like it's on high to ultra settings, so yeah, but anyhow, yeah, this game is, oh my goodness, RIP random pedestrian right there, random car, but anyhow, yeah, this game runs absolutely smoothly on this laptop. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is like high to ultra settings, and wow, I mean, this laptop could not be running this game any better, and might I add, any more quietly as well. I mean, I can barely, oh my goodness, I can barely hear the fans, or like, you know, the laptop in general, so yeah. I'm just killing random people right here on the streets. I am definitely not a good driver, which is definitely evident from my other BeamNG videos, so yeah. But anyhow, yeah, this game, yeah, it works absolutely amazing. I mean, do I even need to say anything at this point? I mean, yeah, this game works swelly, like, it feels so smooth, there's almost no latency or anything similar. The whole game just runs absolutely amazingly. Like, I don't even need an FPS counter for this to tell that that this game runs amazingly. And oh, there we go. I just absolutely destroyed myself. But yeah, just in time because yeah, I think we're gonna wrap this testing section up. So this was the Acer Nitro 5 experience, specifically the RTX 4060 edition of the Acer Nitro 5. How good is it? Well, if I was to give it a overall rating, if I was to give this laptop an overall rating, then it would definitely be like an 8.5 to 9 out of 10. Now, why did I not, you know, why did I not give this laptop a 10 out of 10 or whatever? Well, there's a few reasons. First, as I already said, the keyboard could be a little bit more satisfying. It's way too mushy for my liking, and it's honestly, you know, it could be a little more clicky and a little bit more satisfying. The touchpad is alright as well, but it does feel way too stiff for my liking. So yeah, and also, and yeah, besides that, I mean, this laptop is pretty good. I can't really say anything else bad about it. The last really bad thing I can say about this laptop is the price point. Now, here in Slovenia, my friend said that he bought this laptop for around 1,500 euros. Now, would I ever spend 1,500 euros on a laptop like this? I don't really think so. I think that this laptop is quite a bit overpriced. And I do get it, you know, a lot of people will defend the price by saying it has a very good screen and, you know, very good specs and whatnot. But still, like $1,500, I mean, I really do feel like it's quite overpriced. And the maximum I'd pay for this laptop is like around 1,200 to like almost 1,300, I guess. But like a maximum would be 1,200 euros for a laptop like this. And so yeah, for those reasons, basically the keyboard is way too mushy. The screen could have a bit of a better contrast and a bit of a better lighting. And the price is quite overpriced as well. And also the touchpad feels way too stiff. For those reasons, it is not a 10 out of 10 necessarily. It is not perfect. Nothing is perfect, of course. But it is still a very good laptop. And for my final rating, I'd have to give it like a 9 out of 10. Like a 9 out of 10 would be my final rating for the laptop overall. Probably like an more leaning to like a 8.8 out of 10, but still I guess like a 9 out of 10 laptop in my opinion. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something new from this video, and I hope you enjoyed today's experience, because this was definitely a thriller of a journey, especially for me and hopefully for you guys behind the screens as well.
Sway.